Are you looking for a smooth yet creamy sugar scrub that is very light on the skin, not too oily, but very soothing? Then you are going to love this sugar scrub. This is a beautiful emulsified sugar scrub, and I'll be sharing with you the full recipe and also showing you how to get this beautiful pink color naturally. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the formula. Now this sugar scrub is great, but I also have two pro-level beginner-friendly formulas that I did drop today that will be linked down below if you want more of an advanced sugar scrub. Now this is going to be an emulsified sugar scrub, so we're going to start off with our water phase, and in that we're going to have our distilled water. Now distilled water is going to be ideal because when it comes to making any skincare products, you just want to have purified distilled water on hand with any of your emulsified products. And we're going to use this in at 15%. And you're going to put that into a heat safe bowl and leave that to the side. Then we're going to get into our heat phase. Now your heat phase is going to have all of our oil and butter products. We're going to start off with sweet almond oil. Now this is going to be a really great light oil that's going to help us get a more creamier, soft consistency so it won't be too firm. And we're going to have this in at 10% of the formula. Now our next oil is going to be coconut oil. And with the coconut oil, this is going to be another lightweight oil. This is going to be really great for hydration to help keep your skin hydrated while you're using this in the shower or on your hands. So once it hits the water, it's going to allow for your skin to still be very moisturized. And we're going to use this at 5% of the formula. Then we're going to be using emulsified wax. Now emulsified wax is crucial here because you're going to need an emulsifying wax in order for the oils and the water to emulsify. So we're going to be using emulsifying wax NF as our emulsifier, and we'll have this in at 5% of the formula. Now we're also going to use Lotion Pro. Now I really love Lotion Pro because this is going to emulsify the product without thickening it. Now emulsifying wax NF is going to also help thicken the product as well. We're not adding in any additional butters here. Emulsifying wax is really great because it's going to add in more of the thickness that we're going to need to make this really thick and creamy, and it's going to also emulsify. But I don't want it to be too thick, so I'm adding in the Lotion Pro at 8% so that I can allow for it to be more creamy and more softer of a texture of a sugar scrub. We're going to be using the Lotion Pro at 8% of this formula. Now, once you have all of your oils in the emulsifying wax and the Lotion Pro in a heat safe bowl, you're going to take that and the water and put it on a double boiler. You're going to allow that to all melt down. You also want the water to come up into temperature as well, because you want the water to be around the same temperature so that it can emulsify properly. I have found that when I don't allow for the water to also come up into temperature, that it doesn't emulsify as well, it doesn't emulsify as quickly, and sometimes it can be a little bit clumpy. I don't know if any of you have experienced that. Comment down below if that has happened to you. Maybe it's just user error on my end, I'm not sure. But when it comes to doing that, it just never seems to work out great for me. So I always make sure to heat up both. Now, it's also really great to get a piece of foil and just cover the water so that it's not evaporating, because you don't want to lose any of the water as it's warming up, but it's going to be a slow warm up. And once all of your emulsifying wax and the Lotion Pro has melted, you can take both of them off of the double boiler, because at that point they've both come up into enough temperature. So once you take that off, then you're going to pour your water phase into the oil phase. So once you pour that in, then you're going to get your immersion blender. You're going to pulse the oil and the water mixture together so that it can begin to emulsify. Now, as you're pulsing, you're going to see that it does begin to thicken up, and that's exactly what you want it to do. It's not going to be too thick, but you want it to have a nice, creamy, soft consistency. Now, once you've done that and your product has cooled, then at this point, you can add in your preservative. You want to make sure that you add your preservative in once everything is cooled down, because a lot of times the preservative, if it's too hot, then it won't work properly and you'll kill the preservative that you've added. And we're not trying to defeat the purpose here. So you want to make sure that you are adding in the preservative at the right time, which is during your cool down phase. Now, also in your cool down phase is going to be your exfoliant. Now, with that, we are going to be using sugar, obviously, right? This is a sugar scrub. Your sugar is going to be 48% of the scrub. Now, when it comes to the exfoliant. I find that having like kind of a half and half ratio to product to sugar is a really great exfoliating factor, and it's really great on the skin. But if you wanted to have a bit of a lighter exfoliant, then you can definitely lower the percentage of the sugar. Now, once everything has cooled down, that's when you will add in your sugar and allow all of that to mix. Now, once you have your sugar fully incorporated, that is when we get into how we get this beautiful pink color. Now, this is going to be a natural product that we're using, and this is beetroot powder. Beetroot powder has really great benefits when it comes to the sugar scrub. It actually also aids in a bit of more exfoliation when it comes to this product. The fine meal of the beetroot actually kind of gives it more of like a fine exfoliant in the product. So it actually helps with exfoliating your skin a little bit as well. So it has really high levels of vitamin C. It also promotes collagen production, aiding in having more youthful, glowing skin. So I love adding the beetroot, but also with that, you're getting this natural, beautiful color. Now, to keep in mind when it comes to the beetroot, it can be a bit staining. It is a natural color stain, so you don't want to use too high of a percentage when it comes to adding it to your product. I'm only going to be using this in at 2%, but if you add anything higher than 5, then you are going to run the chance of it staining your skin, clothes, or even your tub. So you just want to be careful with how much of the beetroot that you're using. Now, I really love this sugar scrub because not only do you get this naturally beautiful color, but it's also very soothing. It's also very soft and creamy of a sugar scrub. It's easy to apply. It's not very oily at all. I feel like when a sugar scrub is very soft and not very oily, I found that when I made like a body butter based sugar scrub that it will be too oily and it can kind of make your tub slippery. But using an emulsified product really gives you the ideal texture for a sugar scrub like this. Now, if you are looking for a more foaming sugar scrub, I do have a formula on that as well. Watch this video here where I share with you how to make a foaming sugar scrub that is also pretty lightweight and not very oily as well. And it's scoopable, so it's really great for advertisement. And I'll catch you in the next one.